Yo, what's up, y'all? It's the TheKCentralshow. This is K Cram.
And I'm Central Booking.
And we got Mr. 42nd in the house.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Guess I'm the special guest today, fellas. I appreciate y'all bringing me on, man. You know, I mean, I've been checking y'all show out for a little bit, man, and I'm digging it, man. So, you know, I mean, this is pretty much something that I can get down with, man. So, you know, I mean, y'all have to excuse me if I, sound like sound kind of a little out there,
yeah.
It's just a little different, man.
Like
but you know,
medication or them narcotics or whatever. But anyway, man, he here, so he came in, man. Look, my take on hip hop today is, in all honesty, man, I pretty much like where it's going. A lot of people don't like where it's going. A lot of people who are older don't like where it's going, and you know, I'm in the Gen X generation. I feel it, and the reason why I feel it is because you can take you don't need a label anymore. You can take your destiny in your own hands.
Now that's the part of it I do like. You know what I'm saying? For me, that part of it, that's cool. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me, on the other side of it, you know, there are some good artists. I'm not going to just say everybody's lame or what have you. There are some. You know, but I'm still an underground cat. I'm looking for that underground music. I'm not really into the mainstream all like that.
Music like who?
Like Mac Miller, A$AP Rocky.
See, man, a lot of you cats say underground. A lot of you cats, I think, get stuck into that '90s underground. You get stuck into that era, man. And I think it's so much material out here, man. So a lot of people need to expand their horizon, man.
True enough, but
I mean, even with you, Mr. 42nd, Mr. I need the damn DJ.
I do, man.
I mean, you don't need the DJ anymore, man. You can just DJ. You can make your own little mixtape.
Shout out to
now.
DJ Double K.
You can
Shout out to DJ Armstrong.
That's what I'm talking about. These fellas
Stretch
are stuck.
Armstrong.
These fellas are stuck in their way, y'all.
Bobito, Stretch Armstrong, Teddy Ted.
Y'all like some old 90-year-old woman. You can't tell nothing. She just been believing one thing her whole life.
Kid Capri.
All right, well, in y'all opinion, you think hip hop was better? Is it musically? I mean, what's changed? 42nd, holla at your boy, man. What you think, man?
Check this out, man. I mean,
come on now.
I ain't gonna lie. First of all, before I go there and answer that question, y'all right about one thing. Y'all right about the educational aspect of it. Cats do have more of their destiny in their own hands. They don't have to shop.
Right.
And they don't have to turn around, like I was saying, they don't have to turn around and have to go to a damn some production company or try to find somebody that they know that can hook them up, and then they slip their little CD or their little, well, back in our day, tape. You know what I mean? Hope somebody listened to it and stuff like that, and be hassling anybody, man. We ain't got to do that.
You can go straight to YouTube.
Exactly. Or you can just download. Your shit. Or YouTube is the easiest one. Just download it on that, Facebook it, whatever.
Okay.
And you know,
what is it about you don't like, man?
Every damn thing else, man. I mean, come on, man. I mean, these motherfuckers is singing, man. And goddamn Drake, man. I swear, I promise you, that nigga in the closet, man. He just fronting on them hoes. But I
wouldn't be shocked. You know what I'm
but
saying?
you know, I mean, but that ain't got nothing to do with his style. The shit that he's doing, that metaphorical shit. Come on, man. All he's doing is recycling crap, recycling stuff that I think a lot of rappers probably just did back in the day just to make a record. You know, not to
True enough, but I'ma say this, especially about him. You know what I'm saying now? He got lyrics or whatever, but they'll never be the lyrics that we listened to back in the day, 42nd.
He don't write his own shit,
I'm sorry.
Understood.
Understood.
I heard that. Is that
Understood.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay, yeah,
don't quote me. Quote him. But, you know, he's got it partially. Just partially. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I used to tell my kids about Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the fact that, what is he going to be remembered for? You understand what I'm saying to you? Because I used to tell you, they used to be, oh, Wayne is the greatest rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, wait a minute. Well, Well, the criteria for the best rapper around is one, you have to have battled somebody, and won. Two, you got to have a timeless track.
That's right.
Timeless. That means anytime it comes on, I don't care what year, it could be 2050.
Exactly.
We gonna get up and dance and get on the floor for
Hold on,
just like Michael Jackson.
You understand?
You don't think Wayne got a timeless track?
And 3, you got to have had a song that uplifted your peoples. You understand? And one way or another, it uplifted your peoples. I made a song for my peoples, and it uplifted them, or at least gave them some knowledge of some type of yo.
I have to say Tupac probably did that with Keep Your Head Up. Everybody know that joint.
But that makes him one of the greatest rappers alive.
You know, he may not have been an MC, but as far as a rapper was concerned, yo man, you know, when it comes to Tupac, everybody, and me and Krim was talking about this. When it comes to Tupac, everybody gonna remember him.
Of course,
everybody gonna know him.
But he has timeless tracks, though.
Exactly.
That's one of the criteria.
But that's
he
what I'm doing.
Timeless tracks.
That's what I'm doing.
I don't care what anybody say. The minute you hear "Keep Your Head Up" or you hear even "Hit 'Em Up" or "Hail Mary" or whatever, you like, oh, that's pop. Let me get out there.
See, man, I think both of y'all just stuck in that time trap. I think the time has passed. The shit y'all talking about, and I mean, no. Tupac and them did have timeless tracks. Don't get it pissed. I'm a Pac fan. Biggie, I liked a lot of Biggie stuff. Blase, whatever, man.
Exactly.
But we living in a time now where
But most of the tracks now are microwave. It's here today, it's gone tomorrow.
That's because, man, listen, the budgets have changed. You don't have to put all that. You gotta understand, man.
Understood.
Pac
So it's just like you're saying. As much as there is an independence for you to do your own thing,
right?
You're getting whacker shit. That's just a motherfucking instance of it. You're getting whacker shit.
I disagree.
I don't. You're getting whacker shit. Motherfuckers with barely any skills is able to make a hit. Let's look at Soulja Boy. And what he made a hit off of.
Oh, God.
And now you can't even make that kind of fucking hit again.
You know, listen to that nigga. I'm ashamed to say that I even like rap sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Come on. You know, you microwaving shit. 30 seconds, I made a hit.
Okay.
Now it's over, and I can't even recreate that hit.
I bet you that 13-year-olds that ashamed of that bullshit, and they in that generation, skinny pants wearing motherfuckers. I bet you high schoolers, when they mention Soulja Boy, they got their heads down.
Because my thing is, from our generation, you had to have some kind of skill set. You just did, or you wasn't making it in.
When you freestyle.
Now that anybody can do it,
Mm-hmm.
You don't have that no more.
Even French Montana.
You know, you don't have that no more. Anybody can make it. All I got to do is get enough of a following, and I'm in. Yeah.
Okay, but
hell, Luke sound better than some of these motherfuckers, and he didn't even rap. His ass didn't even rap.
I get where y'all coming from, man. I'm looking at the good aspect of it, though, man. There's still a good aspect.
Not saying there's not.
The fact that you don't have to.
And that is that's the best part of it. That is.
And I think cats can remake that old sound or remake any sound. Quality.
I don't even think. You know what?
You can
wait a minute.
I get on.
You say it like that, but listen to me.
I get on YouTube and hear a lot of good shit.
I'm not saying that you don't.
A lot of good melodies.
And you keep saying it to us like as if we want to live back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Really? No.
We just want to hear some good shit,
wait a minute. No, we don't.
Go get on YouTube and play
no,
good
we don't.
shit,
Come on, man.
Stop all
what we want to hear
on the regular. We don't want to have to look for it.
What we want is this. Let me say this. You want a certain skill set, which now is not the case. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not the case. I'm not saying it ain't still around because I know what you're talking about. That's why I shouted out DJ Double K. Do you understand? Because he's playing them. He's playing those people.
Teddy
You understand? He's still playing them people who got that skill set. And I'm talking about stuff from the day. It ain't from like back in the 90s. You understand? So I'm not trying to diss these kids out here. I'm not.
Because there's some young kids.
You know what I'm saying? But they have forgotten where it came from. You understand? In their own way, they have forgotten where it came from and what it took to
disagree.
get there.
I think the mainstream,
what it took to get there.
The mainstream, in my opinion, is not pumping the kids of the day that's lyrical. There are some out there that
can't make no money with that.
There are some that got videos out there that's lyrical, that spit the lyrics. Y'all just ain't looking for it. Bottom line, there are
shouldn't
some
have to look
for
it, man.
Listen, man, you gotta stop waiting on the damn radio to think for you now. That's what the fuck we got these phones for, man.
Hey,
you know,
hey,
get on these phones.
You're definitely right.
If you look hard enough, you're gonna find some young cats that's spitting that grimy from the streets lyrical shit. It's still out there.
Hey, here's what I'm gonna say.
Why the corporations gotta tell you now what the hell you gonna listen to?
But listen to me what I'm saying. Here's what I gotta say. Back in the day, you didn't have to do no cell phones. You didn't have to go on YouTube. You didn't have to dig it up on some music social site. You didn't have to do all that. I mean, basically, cats was just dying to get their voice out there. Now, I admit that there are different ways you can do it.
Yo.
I admit that you can find a way.
Wait a minute. Everybody didn't get heard. Everybody didn't get heard. You had to sometimes go to the mixtapes to hear even certain brothers that wasn't getting that main radio play and stuff like that.
And the DJs was playing the mixtapes.
You still had to dig. You still had to dig.
And see, me being raised in the South, I didn't hear a lot of stuff y'all had going out in NY. I missed a lot of stuff. You know, you brothers, y'all
I have to admit, even I missed out on some stuff.
But that's
I didn't have my ear to everything.
Right.
You understand?
Well,
and then I wasn't in NY all that long. You know what I'm saying? So when it really got to popping and blazing, I was in Ohio or in California at the time. So it was like, hey. And when I started hearing some of the stuff that I'm hearing now from even back then
that you missed out,
that I missed out on, it was like, dang, they was out there.
But guess how you hearing it?
This was out there.
Guess how you hearing it?
Right.
The internet.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, listen, man, the radio right now, because a lot of people are complaining about the radio. Look, man, the radio is just doing what pays right now.
Of course, they're always
throwing these singles out, man. It's a business, man.
They're always going to do what pays.
My problem with Mr. Ford,
and they gotta pay.
Second over here, is he just don't want to put the effort in to go dig for the material, man. What does it hurt your finger, man, to just type up?
Man, I
underground hip hop, man.
But I promise you, the shit
there. Does it hurt, bro?
I promise you, the shit that I'm digging up and I'm listening to ain't worth a damn. I mean, it's all. I mean, don't get me wrong.
I don't even think you're digging hard enough.
Don't get me wrong. Some, you know, I mean,
what is your phone heavy to you? You bench pressing the motherfucker?
Maybe I'm just too damn old school, man. Maybe I'm just too DJ Double K. I do like his stuff, especially when he plays something.
How did you find Double K?
I came across him.
How?
You know how, nigga. Shut up, man.
Okay, be out of the internet, right?
Be out of the internet.
Now, because of the internet, now you getting to hear shit that you never heard. And there are separate other DJs, man. So I've been having this argument with y'all for years, man, about y'all saying that hip hop ain't out there. Now, you rapping Double K, right?
I rap Double K.
You like the stuff that he's bringing to you.
I think he out of Philly.
Now, listen, if the radio was still around, no internet, would you know who Double K is? Would you?
No, but I think Double K.
If you weren't living in this city, you wouldn't know who he was.
It would have been a shame that he wouldn't have been on the radio because he's definitely got a hype show and he definitely hooks it up. Listen to me.
Okay. He programs. You understand what I'm saying to you? He programs, and that's what one of his arguments are. You understand that we had all those DJs back then,
right?
And they was talking about I got those records that he got,
exactly,
and talking about but talking about they can't break them because it ain't popular. Instead of just breaking the record anyway, and letting people hear it and letting them make the decision. You know what I'm saying? My radio is telling me, people at the radio telling me, don't play that.
Program director.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yet I got the album. It's sitting here. So you let certain artists' stuff collect dust.
So who's telling you not to
And
play
here's a little bit of a conspiracy for you.
What?
Calls will be coming in for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I promise you, man. I would say about maybe 10 years ago on the radio station, some cat called up a DJ and said, yo, man. He said, ain't you from Philly? He said, yeah. He said, what's the matter? You ain't never heard of State Property? And dude said it right then and there. He was like, man, I just work here. I just play what I'm told to play. I just work here. I don't own this place. I just work here. So that's what tricks me out. Is that doesn't require. I mean, like some of the stuff that they do now, like they got like a.
I mean, they're kind of incorporating a little bit of the old school.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing that now, but it's like, but you know.
It's all the people who already had airplay. You're still not letting there's people, like I'm saying, DJ Double K, I'm sorry, bro, but I'm going to keep repping you. You know, that he broke these people. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying to you is, there's stuff from back in that age that I didn't even hear. You understand? And he's giving these people their props now. You understand? To the point that, and I know these radio stations got those albums. They still there.
Right.
Collecting dust. You got it for a promotional shit from the record label. It's sitting in there, just sitting there.
Well, they supposed to pay money to re-release it.
Not re-release it, but just play it.
I bet you it'll catch on. I mean, there's
just
people.
Play it.
I play stuff in my car sometimes, and people hear it, and they want to know who that is.
Really?
You know, I played Lords of the Underground. Damn, what's the name of that? I know you, you know me. It's the Lords of the Underground and the LOD, something like that. I forgot the name of that joint. What's it after? Something like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I played. Yeah, I think that was the name of it.
I'm after
with Keith Murray.
Come on, man. Get your mind right, man.
That's cool. I'm working on it. But anyway, I played that, and there was a couple of white boys in the joint, and there was some college-looking cats, but they was definitely like, oh man, what is that? That sounds good, Okay. And and I talk to people, young cats all the time, and if I play let's say I play some Busta Rhymes, The Coming, I'll play something like that. You know what I mean? People, they like that shit, man. They're like, that's old school Busta Rhymes, but I like that, and they ain't never heard it, and they like it. Krim, I'm telling you, man. So my boy here at Central right, man.
Timeless music is timeless.
So
y'all think that the record labels are missing
what I'm
something?
after. That's the name of it.
What do you think the record labels are missing? An audience with all this music they got, or missing some?
Yeah, they are missing an audience.
But you got to go to them.
But the other part of it is too. It's not just the missing of an audience. It's the fact that, like he was saying, dude was talking about I can't do that. I only work here. You know what I'm saying? And the time before that, it was up to the DJ at the radio station to play what he thought was what was good. And the radio station has gotten out of that. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just about what's on the top 40 or what's in the top 100 Billboard. You know what I'm saying? These are what's going to get played. You know what I'm saying? And we only want these played.
So a lot of artists,
you're getting
shut.
You're getting Fetty Wap every goddamn day. You're getting him every damn day. Him or Drake every damn day.
I will say it's kind of irritating when you turn the radio on, man, and you hear the
Drake making millions because y'all gonna keep playing my stuff,
man. The same 10 songs.
Yeah, man.
It's 10 songs they got in rotation every hour. They play the same damn 10 songs. So yeah.
And so you're thinking to yourself, as a consumer,
but y'all still out of touch. But I
sure enough. But as a consumer, if this is something you're listening to,
say that.
Even for Gen Xers and whoever and the millennials, if you're into the radio or whatever, and these are all you getting to hear, then where's your money ending up? Your money is ending up at, well, okay, this is what they're telling me is hot. This is what it is.
Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question.
Hey.
I'm going to make an example. Because I don't think y'all getting what I'm saying. All right, let's go back to the 80s, right? Let's go back to the 80s. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
Now let's mention. Now I'm about to give you an example. Let's say Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
Yeah. Let's okay. Now what if you put on the old Ray Charles record? You hear me?
Yeah.
And you went into some of Ray Charles' old shit. Man, that's some good ass shit. Or some old stack records that never got played on the radio. You get what I'm saying?
Oh man, he said stacks records.
Yeah, now you're gonna sit back and ask yourself. Like, man, why the fuck I never heard this shit on the radio, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, so let's say you go out and you get on your 8-track or your tape player, and you start bumping that old shit. Somebody getting your car.
A-track.
Like, yo, man, I like them Stax records, man.
Right.
But the shit never really got out of Memphis, right?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing y'all saying now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now because of technology,
Yeah,
I can go get them Stax Records tracks now, man. I can get on YouTube and, hey, man, the best of Stax Records right there. That's what I want to hear.
Of course.
And I'm just using that as an example. You know, or what was a hit song back then people probably never heard now? Jamaican Funk. Remember that shit?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shaka Khan. No. You get what I'm saying? So now you can get on the damn internet and hear from old tracks to new tracks, man. So why do you need the record label? Y'all sitting here,
I never said that. I never said that.
There's somebody who never got justice.
The record label,
and that was Melly Mel. He never got justice. If you ever listen, but listen to me. Man. If you ever listen to Step Off, if you ever listen to just listen to it, man. I don't, the voice. I know when that throw you off, but his voice is better than some of that shit. Whatever the fuck that is, man.
I was never into that either.
But if you listen to it, just kind of listen to what he's going through. Just kind of listen to how he's spitting it out, man. Trust me, man. I think you might appreciate that. It might even up your game a little bit for some of these young cats out here, man. So cats like Drake won't be as famous because some of these cats actually know how to spit it out a little bit better instead of having somebody write it for him and he knows how to spit. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't criticize everybody that don't write. Queen Latifah didn't write. MC Lyte didn't write, but they damn sure delivered. Okay. You know what I mean? They so sometimes it is about your voice.
MC Lyte didn't write?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't know that.
I didn't mean to tell you that. Big secret,
and,
y'all.
Big
secret, y'all.
That makes me look at Kim even better.
Big secret, y'all. MC Lyte didn't write. But Nicki Minaj, she does write. So but Little Kim didn't write.
I got a question. This is a little bit off the subject. When did people stop dancing, man?
That is a great question.
When did people stop dancing? Man?
All they do is this? I don't know.
Yeah. When did they stop dancing? And when did they stop dancing, Central?
You tell us, man. I can't dance. I'm a black man.
I would say that came in the 2000s, Joe. Cause it's in the 90s. In the 90s, we danced. We had them floors packed.
But what are them
everywhere, any club, and everywhere I ever went, we had them floors packed. Now you did have your few peoples want to sit up and lean up on the wall and look good, but we danced. You know what I'm saying? We danced. Everywhere I used to go, we danced.
But it was a gradual thing.
What you think?
It was a gradual thing.
Was people dancing when you was up in the club, man?
They was dancing, but it was acrobatic type dancing, man. You had to. Motherfuckers stand on their hands.
Oh my God! That's why I'm glad I was in Cali.
Type of combination.
Cali, yo.
Movement. Yeah, that's what I was
dancing, yo. They was dancing. Did you hear me, yo? Every club I went to,
it wasn't simple when you just moved your hips, man.
Floors was packed.
Now hold on, man. I would say towards this is my opinion. This is my opinion.
The end of the 90s.
That's when they kind of stopped.
All they do is this.
Yeah. Like the late 90s, it was like people just started. Everybody was too cool because the gangster thing had took over.
Yeah,
Crip walking.
What I'm saying?
Is that a little later? Crip walking.
A little bit later. That was like what, the early 2000s when the whole Crip walking thing took over.
About in the same time period. It was late 90s.
Yeah, because I remember partying in the Republic Gardens in D.C. back in the late 90s, because I went out there. You used to go out there with your brother, man, and niggas was just standing on the wall.
Yeah.
Everybody was hard then.
Right. Yeah.
It went from kid and play.
But you know what? That's what made me stop going to the hip-hop clubs. You know what I'm saying? It made me stop going to the hip-hop clubs. Because nobody was really dancing. That's what made me start to like reggae more.
Yeah.
You understand? Because reggae...
They still dancing in clubs, though. They still dancing.
Okay? Everybody on the floor.
Ooh,
whether you can do anything or not. You know what I'm saying? Whether you can do it or not, you out there.
What memories you got for
reggae, man. Shoot, man. Me and my brother, man, we went to this damn apartment party, and they was throwing that reggae music on. Yeah. And I'm gonna put it this way: even some of the ugly bitches was looking good, man. Or you wanted to dance with because you just wanted that ass to be rubbing up, and then the Jamaican bitches used to get freaky. If you uppercase those letters, man. That's how you have to say that, man. Cause I shit you not, man.
But that's the reason I started going to reggae clubs. They danced. they got on the floor. They crowded the floor. You didn't have to look, Yeah, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? You're right. They were acrobatic and all of that kind of thing, and so the floor was kind of spread out. But you also had a lot of brothers who didn't know how to do those dances.
Yeah, sure did.
You know what I'm saying? All the women know how to do it.
Didn't want to do that too.
Right, you understand? So it was like, right, I'm too cool for that.
Let's battle.
And hip hop is about being cool, so I'm laying up against the wall, my arms crossed. You know what I'm saying?
I'll spit some
my
words
foot up
on you.
on the wall and look good. You know what I'm saying? Because I got on the newest Nikes. I got on some motherfucking Moses Malone
I don't want nobody
jeans.
stepping on my shit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But reggae, I gotta admit, they let you get out there on that floor.
That's true. That's true. I like reggae.
You know
I still like
saying?
reggae clubs to the day.
Yeah.
I enjoy myself at reggae clubs, so I'm feeling you on that, man.
I haven't been in a reggae club in about a minute, man.
I'm ready to go. I want to go again. I'm ready to go Sabo, bro.
When was the last time you been to reggae club?
Ooh, man. Miami. I went to this one reggae club out there.
It was really popping down there in Miami, wasn't it?
Well, especially with the reggae, man. Just, I mean, you either got the Latin salsa, the Latin music, or it was the reggae. You go to South Miami, they had the hip hop there, man. But like a lot of Jamaicans used to live out there in Carroll City, man, and it's like, god damn, it was just bumping with that shit, man. And he just had that. I mean, it was like living up at Flatbush again, man.
Yeah,
It was just like
just
boom,
popping
just all over the place, man. It was crazy. This is before the Haitians took over.
Yeah.
And both Flatbush and Carroll City, but you know, I mean,
Y'all niggas from New York, y'all got a commonality.
Check out
Yeah,
that money and
exactly.
violence, boy.
You know,
Haitians on it.
According to y'all cats from New York, ain't nobody rapping unless they from New York.
well, hey man, I'm sorry. Well,
y'all got a damn bias.
and even New York. Well, look, man,
It's Eden.
Look.
It's Eden.
Okay.
It's where it started. It's Eden.
Y'all gonna disagree
You
with
gotta
me.
look at it that way.
Y'all gonna
yo.
disagree with me.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put it out there. I think that Big Daddy Kane is the best rapper that ever came out, and guess where he came from? He came from the NY. Because he changed. Now my brother, I got a brother. He would disagree with you, and I'm sure y'all disagree. He disagreed with you. He always says G-Rap. And then I got cats that always tell me. And I always got cats.
I would go with G-Rap.
I would go with G-Rap.
And I always
too.
got cats that say, you
I
know,
would go with G-Rap
that
too,
say
yo.
Biggie, or you know, they say LL, whatever, Melly Mel, whatever. But I say Kane because Kane was the one that basically sort of kind of just changed the way the delivery came out. The way delivery came out, and the way he basically pretty much just hyped up his words. I mean, the best of Kane. You gotta listen to Long Live the Kane. My brother always says the sophomore album, which I forget the name of, a Big Daddy thing. He always says the second album, but I always say Long Live the Kane. I always say listen to his verse on the symphony. He just murdered everybody. Well, G-Rap was good, but
G-Rap on the second symphony though, yo,
a lot of metaphors. But you know
what I'm saying? Shoot, his third album, Live and Let Die in L.A., boy. Listen to the Great Train Robbery.
Oh, that was crazy, man. That was crazy. But you know, that's what I'm trying to say. You know, so of course I'm gonna judge it. Then you got Rakim, who's like maybe 3 points behind Kane as far as I'm concerned. Rakim was a little bit more educational. So some of his, even though his raps was ill, he had a little educational style to it.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of learned from him a little bit. You know, 3/4 of water makes 7 seas, a third of land, 360 degrees. You know,
You really know this shit, though.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, so I mean, and then you know, I mean, and the problem was, and the reason why we New York rappers always feel that that's the best rappers because when NWA came out, NWA did 2 things.
What did they do?
Well, they said that you didn't have to be an MC to be a great rapper. Ice Cube and Ice-T said that you didn't have to be an MC to be a great rapper.
But they had the best beats, though.
They had exactly, and that's what you and see. That's the point I'm getting.
Listen to me, bud.
And that's the point I'm
now
getting.
he says that, and I say
That's
this. Yes, and in the West Coast, beats was job one. On the East Coast, lyrics was job one. And for all that Ice Cube and them did, there was a whole bunch of a hell of a lot of rappers who was much more lyrical than them. You understand, on the East Coast. Now, yes, they did bomb. I liked them. You know what I'm saying? I don't put no hate out there.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying? But we were much more lyrical than them brothers. I don't care what nobody said. We were much more lyrical.
They'll admit that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now we about to get to the hurtful part of the show. So anybody
shouts out to J-Ro and the Alcoholics.
Anybody from the South, if y'all hear this, I ain't saying this shit. And we're about to go to Central Booking Rice. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you the question, dog.
Central Booking. Oh man.
Now, we just talked about the.
I wonder is that still downtown Brooklyn?
We just talked about the East Coast.
Yeah.
And we just talked about we touched on the West Coast.
Yeah.
What do you think about the South when it took over? You had some
when the South took over, to me, they all sounded like motherfucking slaves. With their own damn slang and all of that shit. They sounded like some goddamn slaves up in the motherfucking plantation, out in the motherfucking cotton field, like they was talking to their motherfucking brother, you know what I'm saying, on some bullshit slang that nobody fucking understood.
Hey Luke, don't take that personal, okay?
You know what I'm saying? Nah, this ain't to Luke. Luke is from Miami.
Uncle Luke.
Luke is from Miami. I don't care how far south that is. Miami is a whole different place from Louisiana, and all the rest of that. You understand?
Hold on. You tell me.
Sounded like some motherfucking goddamn.
Shouts out to Outkast though.
I disagree. I mean, A-Ball, MJG didn't sound like.
Oh, A-Ball. Shout out to y'all too.
Master P didn't sound like no slave.
Oh, yes he did.
Yeah, Master P sound like a slave.
Oh, come on, man. I mean,
New York brothers.
Shouts out to Master P. Hey, shouts out to P, man.
Shouts out to P for his business prowess.
Exactly.
I give it to him.
You didn't like his music, bro?
It was alright. It was alright.
Make him say,
right, okay, come on, make him say,
come on.
That's a perfect example of what the fuck I'm talking about. Perfect fucking example.
Okay.
Make him say,
So you say,
nah.
So you
that's like you up in the motherfucking cotton field. You picking, nah.
I'm sure he's heard that before too. I'm sure he's
nah. That's right, nigga. Get that fucking shit. Nah.
I'm sure he's heard that.
Come on.
So you say it's the South. So you have accused the South of messing up the game, man.
Yes. They really did.
Do you think so?
They really did.
Hold a second. Come on now, man. Do you think the South destroyed the game?
They really did destroy the game. Look at where hip hop is now. Look at where it is now. And look at how many of the people are thinking that they have to sound like that. Even the Chicago rap, even this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? All these young cats, they all sounding like where they from. Where they from? Like they from down south some damn where. You understand? And now it's like, and plus you're singing on top of that. You understand? Okay. You put R&B into rap. You understand so deeply that, shoot, half these R&B singers can do it.
That's that motherfucking Nelly, man, with that.
That's true.
That's his bullshit, man. You know, and motherfucking then Ja Rule just really took it to the next level.
Ja Rule.
It's like, come on, man, you got to be shitting me with this, man. And, you know,
so where would you like to see hip hop go?
But see, you say that about Ja Rule. He saw his niche. He saw his niche, and he was like, "Yo, this is where I'm gonna make my bread and butter. So this is what I'm gonna do."
Where y'all want to see hip hop go?
50 exploited it.
Where do y'all want to see hip hop go, man?
My thing is, it doesn't have to go anywhere, but get better. We have to get back to I think in a way it's just like most people say. Most people you got to go back to go forward sometimes.
You know, you got guys like Macklemore who are taking it back.
Yeah,
a lot of white rappers are taking it.
And see,
that's the thing I find that's funny.
That's the
thing
problem.
I find that's funny. Right. A lot of white rap. Do you keep up with this?
Yes, I do.
Hold a second. You don't keep up with a lot of white rappers?
No,
a lot of white rappers are taking it back.
Better listen to Mac Miller, bro.
Yeah, or listen to Macklemore. This new song he made. He took it back to the 80s.
I got a problem with that, man. Because,
what do you mean?
Because I love rap music. I love hip hop so much that I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. It's going to what happened to rock and roll.
Oh,
it's going to get taken from us. Yeah, everybody's going to recognize white, because the white boys seem to be doing it better than us. Anytime a fucking French Montana is able to get away with the shit that she comes up with, and everybody recognizes her, and I hear some white bitches in the car talking about, I think if she raps, she'd be real good. She can really, Don't know what the hell they talking about. And rap music, it's what we made like every other music. Like Chris said, we pretty much came up with all forms of music at one time. Yes. Rap music is what we made. Chris, carry us on, y'all.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, because right now,
but that's not for you.
We invented, we invented country.
That's for some of them young cats out there. But so I just don't want don't want them, because I saw this thing on HBO. Maybe 15 years ago. I think it was called something. I forgot what it was called. But what happened was it was a battle rap show, and KRS-One hosted it. And what it was is that he turned around, and they had this white boy on their name, Idea. I remember him because I'm just going to get to the point.
Yeah.
He won.
He
won because all the other rappers he battled were garbage. From the New York to the Midwest, Detroit, whatever. They was garbage. And so he turned around and won. And the thing is that a lot of white boys, what I referred to earlier in the show about the white boys that wanted to hear that What I'm After by Lords of the Underground, you see what I'm saying? That basically they're actually taking the essence of it.
Yeah.
We're sitting up here following all the bullshit, thinking that that's it, and the white boys are taking the essence. That way they can get up on stage and murder a motherfucker when it come to battling. Yeah. You know? There's no way in the world Idea should have been declared the winner, but I had to declare him the winner because the other the guys that he battled was garbage, man. They maybe said one or two words and that was it, man. You got white girls beating white brothers in the skills department because they can say a few metaphors that nobody ever heard of before, or quote something Ice Cube said or Ice-T said. Come on, give me a break. You know?
That's deep, but see, that's the problem. We're too busy trying to follow the dollar.
Yeah.
You understand? That's what the problem is right now. We're too busy trying to follow the dollar. This is what's hot, so I gotta sound like this.
Right.
You understand? Instead of going back into my history and seeing what the heck was right, what was good, what did we listen to? Because none of this shit is what we listen to. Come on, none of the brothers that's rapping right today, we ain't listening to. None of this shit is what came from back then.
No.
But you're going to argue with us. Those young cats are going to argue with us. I mean, fuck all that shit.
All about the money.
You know
that's
what I'm
the
saying?
first thing
Fuck
they're
all
going
that
to come
shit.
up with.
You understand? Fuck all that shit. How much did it get them niggas? You know what I'm saying? When the reality of it was, those brothers didn't care what that shit got them. They were doing it because, in fact, this is what I love. You understand? I'm going to elevate anyway.
I will say to a lot of young rappers, not to cut you off, if they take it back, they'll be very successful. They'll be able to go.
Started from the bottom, now I'm here.
You know what
That's
I'm
an
saying?
old school song.
They'll be able to go all over the world if they take it back. You'll get a worldwide audience if you take it back.
Yeah.
But it's not. A lot of dudes ain't gonna listen because that's not cool.
No, because that's not what's out. That's not what's
sound like
in.
my parents' generation.
Right. That's not what's
Yeah,
in.
you're right. You're right. Parents, you use the right word. I guess that's what it is.
That's how they looking at it. I don't want to sound like 30-something, 40-something year old niggas. You know what I'm saying? I want to sound like the way I sound.
I ain't gonna front, man.
That's why we got timeless tracks and y'all will never have. You know what I'm saying? Because reality is, I don't care. In reality, who's gonna be listening to Drake 20 years from now? Who's going to be listening to Wayne 20 years from now? Who's going to be listening to Nicki 20 years from now?
I don't even know a track out 20. Do you think a track that 20 years Wayne ever made you'll be bumping?
No.
I can't think of one.
Maybe the Hot Boys, Bling Bling. That's about it.
No, okay, that's Hot Boys.
Hot Boys.
That's not him by himself. We're talking about solo.
Well, he never made a joint that was...
And if there is any, it'll be something where he was guested on.
Yeah.
It won't even be his track. You guested on it. We talking about your own shit.
Like a Michael Jackson.
So you basically, these new era cats will be looked at as like a Floyd Mayweather, kind of like a person that's going to be kind of forgotten about.
Yeah.
Well, not talked about, not like an Ali or even a Tyson.
Yeah. So
if you ain't heavyweight, buddy, you ain't.
So this microwave generation is not a lasting thing. So a lot of these rappers are just here today and gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, when you think of old school, here's a question. I'm gonna ask. You've been asking all the questions. I'm gonna ask questions.
Go ahead.
When you think of old school rappers, who do you think of? And when you think of correction, when you think of just rap music, well, who do you think of? What's the first person that come to your mind?
When I think of the old school,
when you just think of rap music, when rap come to your mind, because I'm gonna give you my answer, but I'm gonna wait for y'all.
I really, man, I don't know. I can't answer that.
You can't answer that?
I don't have a specific person I think of when I think of rap. I just don't.
Central?
It's a whole bunch.
It's tough.
It's a whole bunch.
Yeah, what
that's
about
like
you?
Gangstar, Big L. You know what I'm saying? More Finesse, DITC, Digging in the Crates. You know what I'm saying? AG, KRS-One, Third Base. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know your shit. You into, you know
what I'm saying? Yeah. All these people. MC Light, even though she didn't write, I'm sorry, I still like her stuff.
I like it
You know
too.
what I'm saying? Little Kim, I still like her stuff.
Some of us.
You know what I'm saying? Queen Latifah, I still like some of her
definitely,
stuff.
Definitely.
You know, Naughty by Nature, I like his stuff.
Trench wrote a lot of shit for a lot of
people. You know, so yo, D-Nice.
D
I like
Nice.
him.
Chris wrote his stuff.
You know what I'm saying?
Then Trench wrote it too.
Hey.
So what do you think about 42nd?
Well, here's the question. I'm gonna answer the question this way. Like when I talk to young cats, and they ask me, well, who do y'all listen to? I said, well, I'm more of an old school. Guess who the names they come up with? Biggie and Tupac. Oh, I like old school. Biggie,
like Biggie,
Tupac, Snoop Dogg. You know that's the names they come up with. Those are the names they come up with. I think when rap surrounds as a whole, I think that those are the names that's gonna constantly, basically, be the voice of what rap is.
I think because that was the voice at the pinnacle when it was really selling.
Although Tupac was never an MC and Biggie was.
Yeah.
You said Tupac was never an MC.
No, he was a rapper.
He
was a writer. You know what I'm saying? So he had to be a rapper.
I mean, Biggie definitely.
You know what I'm
was
saying?
a lot
He
more
couldn't
lyrical.
just come off.
Biggie was a lot more.
He couldn't
lyrical,
just.
But I couldn't.
Tupac couldn't just come off his head.
I couldn't identify.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I had to identify with Pac, but he couldn't come off his head.
But I couldn't identify.
He couldn't freestyle.
I couldn't identify.
I mean, you identify with Biggie. Biggie was nice,
I
man.
could.
All Biggie was talking about was partying, man.
Not to mention the streets and drugs.
Right.
But when he rhymed, he did rhyme. But that was more Puff Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, now I got a goddamn stomach ache.
Mr. Puff Daddy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh God, this motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, yo, we just, this is, hey, man, look, this was enlightening, and this is the TheKCentralshow. And for all you young cats out there to hear this, man, check it out. Y'all hearing these old fogies talk. I'm not part of them. I'm with whatever's going down, man.
Y'all know he almost 40,
It's
right?
TheKCentralshow.
I'm not part of them.
We out.
One.
We gonna cut that part, man.